Hello my friends, welcome back to the channel. So today we're jumping into finally our 4-week update, and you guys, I am so sorry that this has been late. I have just been hit with one thing after another. I started about 3 days ago after I hit a month post-op, where I started feeling really sick. And I didn't have any energy. I felt sleepy. My throat started hurting really bad. And then as days went on, I started getting really bad fevers. So that lasted for about 3 days. And then last night, I finally just caved in and tested for COVID, and it came back positive. So I have been in isolation, and I will be in isolation for about 5 days. But at the end of the month is when I returned back to work, and I work at a hospital. So I know I got it from the hospital because May 1st hit, and I started feeling icky by the end of that day. And then on the 2nd, I knew something was wrong with my throat, and it just kind of went on and on and on. So I have really been wanting to sit down and do this video, but I've just been so out of it. I've been so tired. So today, now that I'm in isolation, I am alone on my birthday weekend, guys. This is so sad for me. Like, my husband planned to take me to the coast for my birthday, and he had to cancel it. And so instead, I'm upstairs in my room that I normally film in, and he's downstairs. And yeah, it's just it's a bummer, but you know, I want to keep everyone in my home safe because my pops, he does live with us, and he's doing good. He's on his quarter, and my husband's downstairs in his, and the dogs are with him because I don't know how COVID and dogs are, but I'm not taking any chances with my little angels. But I wanted to sit down, and I'm all cozy in my room, so you get to join me because I'm lonely, guys. Okay, so let's talk about week 4, because for me, I really felt like week 4 gave me a few things. I felt a little more human because I was able to eat soft foods that I normally would eat, and also just knowing how different foods sit inside, and if I still like them, if I don't like them. And it was a really good experience to test out different foods. And I'm really excited that so far I have not had any food aversions. Ooh, sorry, my alarm's going off because I need to drink my water. All right, got my water. Okay, so what I was saying is week 4 just really helped me to feel more human, to have a better grip on my food and what I can test out, and to see how it actually affects me, if I still like it or if I don't like it. And so far, I've been really good. I can eat eggs, I can eat chicken, I can eat turkey, I can eat beef, all of that. It feels very normal. You know, it's not like I can just eat, you know, all of that food willy-nilly, because the restriction definitely is tested this week with soft foods. I noticed for myself, and I can only speak for myself, that I fill up faster, and I fill up in a different way. Before, on liquids, on pureed foods, you just kind of know when you're done. It doesn't necessarily come back up. It just kind of, I don't know, for me, I felt like it was just done. I didn't need any more soup. I didn't need any more of whatever. With softer foods, it's more heavy. So I feel, and I'm chewing very well, and I am eating with, you know, like a sauce. So if you're having tacos, like try to mix it with some Greek yogurt. If you're having something like that, just like even dressing, to be honest, just something to kind of liquefy the food that you're eating. But because it's a little more, not dense, but it's more solid than the pureed, it sits different on the upper part of your tummy. And in my what I eat in a day, I actually like went through and showed you that. Because for me, when I was looking at videos to see like, okay, how am I going to eat after the surgery? Like, am I going to vomit, or like, how do you know you're full? It was hardly out there. It's more of a verbal acknowledgement that they get full, but I wanted to actually see it. And so that's why I did what I eat in a day, so that you can see when I'm eating, when I start to feel that, and just explaining it to you in real time. I don't know, it made sense to me, so hopefully it's helpful to you. But if you haven't watched that video, go back and watch that video, because it's a longer video, but I really wanted to take my time and show you guys these different little, steps throughout eating. But that's what I've noticed this week, is that the feeling of being full, it just is a more of a heavy sitting feeling, and it doesn't last very long. It lasts like 15 minutes, and then I just feel like it was never there. So it's very quick that it just starts, that the food starts to go back down to digesting. But that is what I noticed this week. Also, and this is more of just like a lesson to myself. I noticed that I was a very big emotional eater. And if I was happy, I was eating. If I was sad, I was eating. If I was bored, I was eating. And this week really showed me that, because all of the foods that I could normally have, I could still have them, but I get full fast. And that happy eating is just like at a halt. And you can't even do that. Like, the restriction is so tiny that you can no longer happy eat. You can no longer sad eat. And for me, that was really good, because this is the whole reason why I wanted to get the surgery, was because I knew my patterns were addictive. My patterns of needing to celebrate with food, needing to, be sad with food. And I wanted to really break that habit. And it's really nice to see that that is exactly what it's doing. Because the other day I had made like a curry. It was so good. It was a coconut curry chicken, and I put it over sauteed cauliflower rice. And I was just excited to jump into that. And I made my dish and made my husband's, and we sit down, we're getting ready to eat. I took 2 bites and I was done. So I did not even, I could not even get a 3rd bite in, guys. I was like, whoa, this is crazy. And I know, 2 bites and I'm done. But I've noticed that at the end of the day, my capacity is smaller than it was in the morning. Like in the morning, I can finish my egg. I can have my yogurt. I can have a little thing of cheese. I've been getting these little Baby Bell Gouda cheeses. And I love these. And I leave them out because they get nice and warm. I don't know. Am I weird? Do you like warm cheese? I like the cheese to be out. I don't know. I like it. But definitely notice that soft foods, they act very different to the sleeve than pureed did as far as the digestion goes. But that was really good that I saw that, because there is something very powerful for me in knowing that I'm controlling that need to eat based on celebration, and the need to eat based on just having a bad day or you're stressed out. So one thing that I definitely say is, if you are looking into this surgery, think about the eating part of it. And if you've handled your emotional eating, or you dove into it, or you accept that you emotionally eat, if you do. Because I felt that I knew that I did to begin with, and I knew that was going to be some work that I needed to do once I even got the sleeve. I started before, just kind of working on that part of me, which is why Ozempic came in handy, because it really did help me to see my emotional eating. But going into something more permanent, that feeling comes up where this is not reversible. You are never going to just pick up a big, hamburger and eat it like you used to, or get a big thing of pasta and be able to just sit there and eat and eat and eat. You're really having to wait on your meals. So I'll take a very small spoonful and then I'm waiting a good couple of seconds before I take that another bite. Even though in my mind, I really just want to take a big freaking bite of whatever I'm eating. It's really just training yourself and accepting that you committed to this. So I do want to just really stress on that in week 4, this really came out to me. It stood out more than anything because it was the 1 week that I felt I was more human. I wasn't eating baby food. I wasn't drinking my protein. I was eating it from food. And all of these little thoughts, they come into your mind. But at the end of this week, I felt really, really powerful about it. I felt like I just really took charge of my eating addictions, and I was honest with myself, and I'm glad that this tool is working for me. So yay. Now let's talk about body, like how I've noticed with my body changes, or if I've noticed any weird things. As far as my body goes, like my incisions, I have no pain. They're gone. They're scarring beautifully. They're scarring so beautifully. I would show you right now, but I am so sore. I don't want to get up. But they are looking really, really good. There was a little scab on the big one, and that officially just scabbed off. It's gone. No pain around them. I can bend, I can twist. Now I feel like I can start really working out, which I'm excited about. Oh my goodness. It's so weird having all of this energy and not being able to actually do it. The first 3 weeks, I had so much energy and I just wanted to work out or go outside and do yard work, and I couldn't because then, you could feel the incisions. But now that I don't feel any of that, I want to be outside and I want to work out. Hopefully this sickness goes away very quickly and I can just jump right back into, that momentum. But definitely have not felt any pain. I haven't needed pain medication at all. And then your bowel movements, yes, those have been a constant, booger. Some days you're normal, some days you're fine, and other days you're just totally constipated. So it's freaking weird, especially once my diet changed. Once my diet changed, I really, hold on, sorry, I had to cough. Especially once your diet changes. Once my diet changed to the 4-week, the soft foods, I noticed my bowel movements changed. For the better, I actually started being able to get more veggies in, so it kept some things moving along. Also, if I can't get veggies in, I do my green drink, and what I've been doing is putting in collagen in that, and that really is helpful. It also gets you some protein in there too. Don't get freaked out. Just try putting in more veggies into your diet. Even if you have to puree the veggie to stick it in, some type of meat mixture in your taco meat, do that. At least you're getting in that veggie. It doesn't have to be whole slivers of, portobellos or anything. Blend that down into, a little, like it's grated, and then put that into your taco meat. There's so many ways you can sneak it in. Sneaking in kale or spinach into your taco meat. Also, if you have fiber powder, drop a couple of spoons of that in your eggs, drop it in your chickens, whatever you're eating. That's been kind of a thing that I've been doing. I'll put it in my soup. I made albondigas the other night, and I put some fiber in the meatballs. I put protein inside of my broth. So just sneaking it in as much as you can will really help move things along. If it gets too bad, have some stool softener is what I kind of like lean on too if it's getting really bad. Regardless of being on the scale, it really shows in your body. It shows in your clothes. I've also been tracking with like little belly beads, and those have been super helpful. I'm not going to measure my whole body because that's just not good for me. With me, I just don't want it. I don't want to do that. So I just been having these little belly bead trackers, and I'll put those in the description below because I had a couple of people ask about those. I love them. You can get them in different sizes, and once you shrink to the point where they fall off, you just get another size. But they're just like really cute little beads. These are the ones that I've been using, and these are getting too big. But you know what's cool is that when you're done, you can just have a cute little bracelet, you know, whatever. So I'm keeping them because I'm like, well, that's kind of cute too. Like my little fat belly beads are now like a bracelet for me. I don't know. I think it's kind of precious. But it does come in quite a large pack, so you will get a lot of them. But that's been a really good tracking method for me. It's something that doesn't really get stuck into my head. And like the scale can really like, you know, mess with the emotions. And I felt so great not being able to have to deal with that. And then just be able to see it with the beads. So I will continue to do that. But I did let you know that I was going to do the weight updates. And so I want to ask you, would you want me to do monthly weigh-ins, or do you want me to do weekly weigh-ins? So when I do my 5-week, you want to know what I weighed then? You let me know. I will really do whatever. The only thing that I don't really want to do is to weigh every day. I don't see the point in that. The weight is going to fluctuate so much, and I don't really want to track it on that, you know, track progress based on that. But I can do weekly, or I can do at the end of the month. And I know it's no way May, and I haven't actually weighed since the 1st. So maybe, I don't know, if you let me know, but I've definitely noticed changes in my body, changes in my face. My face is a lot thinner, and looking at my post-op video, I was like, wow, I still had like, you know, cheekies, and now they're just kind of going away. And it's crazy to see that. That was just a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, I could definitely see the body changing, and it's crazy. And it's been, to me, I feel it's been a slow process. I don't feel like weight is melting off of me and I'm feeling malnourished in any way. I don't at all. I feel like it's a slow, steady, sustainable weight loss, but that it's a lot more than I would have lost on my own, because I do have insulin resistance. I have PCOS, and those mess with my hormones so much that I could never lose this much weight on my own. And even when I was on Ozempic didn't really work for me like it worked for others. I only stayed on 0.50 milligrams, but still the most that I lost, and I was on it for about 4 months, but the most that I ended up losing was, I think, 13 pounds or 12. I forgot, but it was around 13 or 12 pounds. And to me, like being on something for 4 months, and then you have to deal with the side effects that go with it. But for me, I'm glad I went this route, just because it's really helped me understand more than just losing weight. It's helped me really understand eating, like mindful eating, and how my body, I'm so sorry. But it's helped me understand, you know, how my body is responding to foods, and knowing when enough is enough, knowing the whole emotional eating, like I told you about. It's been a really good journey on multiple levels, not just in losing weight, and really just understanding my bad habits and understanding myself and seeing my strength and what I'm capable of doing. And I never thought that I could do this. So it's taught me that I am a lot stronger than I thought I was. You know? But that is my update, you guys, for this week. Let me know if you want to see anything else. If you want to know any questions, you could just drop me as many questions as you want in the comments, and I'll do a little Q&A if you guys like. It really helps me. I love hearing from you guys and hearing from my new subscribers. Thank you so much for standing out. I really, really appreciate it. I don't want to miss any of you. So thank you for like saying hi and making yourself present, because I love it. I love interacting with you guys. All right, so let's jump into the weight loss. I'll just kind of go over what I've lost so far, and then I'll insert those pictures for you in just a sec. But so my highest is like when I went in to do my first consultation with weight management, when I first decided that I wanted to get VSG. And since then and now, I have lost 30.7 pounds. Now, I could have not done that on my own. Could not have done that. That is insane. Now, from my pre-op, this was a day before my pre-op diet. Since then, I've lost 24.4 pounds. And if we want to track from surgery day till today, I have lost a total of 16.8 pounds, and that's been 4 weeks. So in 6 weeks, I've lost 24.4 pounds, and in 4 weeks, I have lost 16.8 pounds. And like I said, when I was on Ozempic, I was on it for 4 months, and I only lost about 13 pounds. Now, that was just for me. I know everyone is different on that. So I don't really know if I hit the stall. I don't know when I hit the stall, and I am so glad that I don't know. I don't want that to be in my head. I really just wanted to give this month what I needed to give it, and that was figuring out my eating, healing, learning my new body. I wanted to go through all of that. I didn't want to focus on a stall. I didn't want to focus on why am I not losing this much weight. I mean, they took 80% of my stomach. Of course I'm going to lose weight, whether it be in the first 4 weeks or whether it be a little bit longer. It is what it is. Regardless, weight is going to be lost because I don't have a full stomach. So I really was happy to just take those stressors out of my mind for this full month. And we'll see what you guys want to see. If you want to see weekly, let me know. Monthly, let me know. But that is all I have, and I will insert those pictures now for you guys. And thank you for hanging out with me in my quarantine room. I am so glad I got to talk to you guys today. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Boop.